So they need to go away and just have a good think about it. I'm sure they can come back stronger.
Thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Well, hello, a very warm welcome to you for this evening's game. Regrettably, the weather has been extremely unkind to us here. It is wet and blustery and remarkably inhospitable. Despite all of that, it is good to see that the faithful from both sides have apparently been undeterred. We have a terrific turnout here. The atmosphere is bubbling despite these adverse conditions. All we need now is for the game to live up to its initial billing. Little question that this is one of the most striking structures in all of sport, the Allianz Arena. A mouth-watering game this between two very high-quality sides, a treat for everybody here.
Yes, Peter, it's a shame it's only a friendly, but then again, that may help us see a more expressive attacking contest. And I'd be prepared to settle for a clash of lesser intensity in favour of lots of flair, skill and plenty of tricks and a few goals. I suspect I've probably overstretched my level of greed here.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Joshua Kimmich. In many ways, the ultimate modern fullback in that he contributes just as much offensively as he does defensively. He seems to have a great instinctive understanding of when to move forward, and that means he rarely gets caught out of position on the counter-attack. He should be a key player for this team.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Alexander-Arnold. Quick con... Mbappe! Oh, that's a terrific save from the keeper.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class rage.
He wasn't very far from making something happen by himself. Lovely to see. Look at the defender bombing forward. Vinicius Junior, he's gone for goal! And that's off target.
Well, I think a little eagerness just got the better of him. He may have been thinking about back-page headlines there.
Vinicius Junior. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Looks to dink one in. He's going to have to tune his rangefinder before the next one. That's not going to make it. With a delicate ball, cuts it out. Hoists it forward. Vinicius Junior. Oh, good interception. Goretzka. Has he picked him out? Gnabry. Rudiger gets into the right position to intercept.
Just to point out, Peter, that the fullbacks are quite high.
And what are they trying to achieve?
Well, it's obvious.
It's Kane! Oh, wow! An absolute pile driver! A finish right from the top draw! The breakaway clinical and clean, and the finish unerring.
Well, talking about being hit on the break, the ball was in their net before they could even organise their defence. It was fast and furious, and all but unstoppable.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
Surprise, surprise, he just keeps on delivering, and listen, we all expect that.
Good idea, just poorly executed. Gnabry. Kane. Hits one! It's a goal! And already they're looking to run away with it.
Yeah, looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
So that's 2 now without reply.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
Finds himself eased off the ball. And the counter is on. He gets past his man. Mbappe. Hits one! Davis goes looking. Chance to break. Goes long. Now it's Gnabry. He's on his way. Has a hit! Yes! All too easy. They are in danger of disappearing out of sight.
Well, I think there's a few trying to claim offside, but he looks to have been on. Yeah, he was on.
3 without reply. This is becoming a stroll.
Well, unsurprisingly, Peter, the opposition look completely stunned. I'm not sure they can gather themselves.
And it's got through. Now it's Kane. Kane, he's gone for it! It's in! Lobs it in gently. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Tries to get it forward quickly. Mbappe! Has a pop! Oh, extraordinary.
Well, he did get himself into a good position. Something for him to cling to.
And again, they run up against stubborn defending. A heavy challenge. Kane! And he should have made it 4.
PES United are looking quite mean on the counter, and combating that requires even more meanness.
Good ball, it's Kane! Oh, top draw save from the keeper.
PES United just served up a reminder of how good they can be on the break. Their method is clear.
Good challenge, excellent challenge. There's a long ball.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
And it's played forward. What a throw in. There's the whistle for half-time. Well, there's plenty that can be said about the last 45 minutes, but one thing that cannot be said is that it's dull. One-sided, yes, but packed with excitement.
This looks well and truly sewn up already, Peter, but please feel free to forget what I've just said if there's a spectacular turnaround.
Really has been an astonishing game, peppered with goals. You cannot help feeling that the second half will supply more. And we are already promptly back underway. Valverde. Vinicius Junior. Tried to play it through.
Oh, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
And once more they can't get through. Big chance! Oh, taken with style! It is no contest! It is a landslide!
And as soon as they made that error in midfield, they didn't have time to react before the ball hit the net. Very much a lesson learned.
He snaffles his third, and that earns him the match ball.
Oh, he's been unstoppable in this match. Every single time he's been in possession, he's looked a threat.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Gnabry. Goalkeeper's ball.
Well, no question as to who's winning the battle in midfield at the moment. Some very impressive pressing in place here.
He's found his man. A chance! Well, there's no sign here of forwards working back. They are staying upfield.
They are, Peter, and it gives them a chance to break, but it's also causing an extra defensive presence to prevent that.
Valverde looking to get on the end of this. It's gone for a throw-in. Has a pop! Chip through. And now the breakaway. Gets away from his opponent. Cut out in the nick of time.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Too much on it, and that's the keeper's. Tries to stroke it through. Kane looking as though he's being given special treatment here. Treatment he could well do without.
Well, there's certainly a coordinated attempt to shut him down, which is, I suppose, a natural response.
Oh no, that's not the ball he wanted. He's got through. Courtois will lay claim to that. Valverde plays it long. Tries a shot! Quick ball forward. Oh, well played, he saw that coming. Vinicius Junior looking to get within range. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. And he's away. And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. He's tried one. He's got away. Real chance! Back of the net! Well, you've got to say the odds on him missing from there were very slim.
Well, he made it obvious as to where the pass should be played, Peter, and it made the finish look that bit easier.
Madrid grab a goal, but it's hard to see it as anything much more than a consolation. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Gets it back. A chance to play it in. It's a loose ball. Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior! He scored! That was glorious. Pinpoint accuracy.
Well, the ball flight may be unpredictable, but the predictable part was the technique. It screamed goal all the way.
So is this the start of a comeback?
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
And he's shown him a clean pair of heels. Oh, shooting chance! Sticks it away! Right back in the game!
And how about the timing of the pass and run? They've worked it before, and no doubt they'll work it again.
We have got changes here, from both sides in fact. This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here. There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Guerrero. Forward it goes. That's a throw. Intercepts the throw. That's well read. It's a promising run he's making on the right. Vinicius Junior! It's there! They have stolen level at the last!
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they've perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. That was all very well drilled.
All square again into the dying minutes. Now it's Kane, going through. Courtois can claim that. 2 minutes to be added on. He's made sure that that won't get through. And it's played forward. The 90 minutes are up, 30 more to come.
Yeah, this has been a hard-fought game, Peter. There's been a healthy dose of drive and ambition, and sometimes that isn't rewarded with goals, just like this one. I've seen a lot worse, though.
Well, fitness and fatigue, the key factors now as we head for extra time. And we are already back underway. Well read, he sorted that out. Good challenge, he just stood firm. And he's going long. Done very well to intervene. He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. just a whisker away. And back to base. Courtois gets it upfield. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Guerrero. Goretzka. Rudiger tries to get it forward quickly. And try as they might, they just couldn't get into an attacking area. He's found his man. Gets wrestled off the ball. Mbappe showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. It's a brilliant interception. Hoists it forward. Mbappe. Forward it goes. And they've got it back as soon as they gave it away. Vinicius Junior has a hit! In for the follow-up! Oh, yes! It's there! And that has raised the roof! Well, extra time reaches half-time.
Well, there's plenty of potential for a final twist in this, though. I think there's bound to be some late drama in the final 15 minutes of this epic.
There we are, already up and running again. They have given it everything. It's been gruelling. But who will be standing at the very end? It's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Vinicius Junior with good energy in defence as well.
I think it's great to see that kind of application and desire from a forward who wants to help out his defence. I think, you know, any good team, really, your striker should be the first line of that defence, and he's delivering.
Caught offside that time. Now it's Kane, and that's sprayed out wide. And he's cut it out. And it's played forward. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Battles to win it back. And it's Kane. Guerrero.
Well, it remains to be seen whether they can come up with that little bit of class to rescue this situation, and it needs to be any time now, really.
Tries to get it forward quickly. Has he picked him out?
Madrid can afford to settle on seeing this one out by running down the clock, I think.
Well positioned to make that interception.
Madrid certainly don't need to overcommit now. Their priority lies further back.
And the shot! He has done it! And surely that clinches it. There really is no... And time is up. Quite a game. Memorable for its fluctuation in fortunes. An astonishing turnaround. How do you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, the surprise for me was seeing a team look so feeble in what is usually a strongly protected area. But the centre of their defence looked open and very, very unsafe.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin. A very good evening to you all. underway. Alaba. Fran Garcia. Gets it back. A real chance to break. He's got away. Has a goal! Tries to get it forward quickly. Oh, no, that's not the ball he wanted. The ball needed to be better there. It's a wasted chance. Hoists it forward. Questions were asked, but he's given the answers. Kimmich needed to come up with a better ball.
Oh, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Goes for goal!
Madrid have pushed both fullbacks into quite advanced positions here.
Yeah, that's interesting. So what are they attempting to do?
Well, it's a bold attempt, in my opinion, to occupy the opposition in a way they're not expecting.
He could be in. Shapes to shoot! Goal! What about that, Jim Beglin?
I just think it's clever positioning from clever movement, and when all of that is synchronised with the right pass, that's what happens.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Kane. Now it's Kane. Kane with a shot! And he's there to hoof it away. A really good feat. That intervention was very necessary. Has he found his man? And here's Gnabry. Vinicius Junior. Alaba. Fran Garcia. Alexander-Arnold. Good idea, just poorly executed. And now they can launch a counter. He acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Yeah, the idea was right, the delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
He's made sure that that won't get through. Looks to clip it forward. Oh, good interception. Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. Kimmich. Davis. He spotted the run and played, and the shot! Great build-up, it all deserved a better ending.
The timing of the pass and run was exquisite.
Goretzka. And it's Gnabry. Hoists it high. Kane. Kane! He's picked him out. Now it's Kane. It's Kane! That has certainly tested the keeper.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
Good save, he got a decent fist on that. He's had a go! Oh, taken with style!
What a great finish, but how about the touch? It just allowed him to put the ball exactly where he wanted it, and the rest became a formality.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Oh, look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked, and I still haven't moved.
Not much subtlety, he's launched himself there. Mbappe! Hits one! Good try, the outcome could so easily have been different.
Good effort, very good effort. He would have at least wanted to make the keeper work, though.
Gets wrestled off the ball. He wasn't very far from making something happen by himself. Lovely to see. Pass needed to be better than that, and he knows it. Looking to... has a pop! Good strike, quite an alarm. It's the through ball. Now it's Kane. Kane crosses it. And the through ball is intercepted. Ball's gone out of play. It's come loose. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. It's going to be the final action of the first half. Well, it has been an even contest, as the scoreline suggests, and it has been more than decent to watch. Reflections on the first half?
Well, we thought this would be close, Peter, and it's proving us right so far. They're well matched, and it presents a fascinating battle of wits to see who'll emerge on top or otherwise.
So, both teams heading off for the break. An interesting game has brewed up here, hoping perhaps for a little bit more from both parties in the second half, but the score at half-time is 1-1. So we're just settling back into this second half.
PES United clearly have been the better side for me. Yeah, I know the score doesn't quite reflect it, but if they go about their game in the same manner as the opening 45 minutes, things really should improve.
Goretzka, massive leap, back of the net, and the comeback is complete. What a great header, got plenty on that.
Well, look, it's often the timing of the jump that dictates what you can do with any header, and if you get it slightly wrong, then you'll struggle, but that was beautifully met, it really was.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Yeah, they deserve great credit for turning things around, but they'll now need the defensive resilience to equal that attacking flair.
He's gone for it! He's done very well to get to that.
Valverde simply didn't do anything wrong. He was thwarted by brilliance.
Now it's Kane. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Kimmich.
We can assume that they've been instructed by the boss to stay in attack.
They're just looking to break, aren't they?
Yeah, the key now is just to get the ball to them as soon as possible.
Ball driven towards the far... Oh, diving header! Great effort, he flew in with courage.
A good attempt. The ball was at a lovely height too. Madrid are definitely going about this the right way.
Well, this isn't the time to talk about risks now, Jim, is it? They just have to hurl everything at it and hope for a break.
Spot on, Peter.
Hit into the middle. Yep, it's a corner. Madrid given another corner. Whistle's gone, that's foul.
Yeah, and it's a good opportunity to level it, and they have several in this team who can take this.
This certainly looks appetising. Mbappe! It's anyone's ball. Trying to get there. Goretzka goes looking. Defenders on the back foot. It's a promising ball. Cuts it out. There's a move that looked promising, but eventually thwarted without doing any harm. Done very well to intervene. Now a chance to break. Deftly done. Loose ball, who's going to get there?
Mbappe really got caught in a trap there, and he just couldn't get out.
Madrid couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. He's off on a marauding run. Gnabry!
Well, that's confidence for you. Distance doesn't even bother him.
Dashing forward at pace. It's Kane! And that would have been game, set and match.
Oh, and a real chance to pile on the pressure, and he'll be desperate to get another.
And it's played forward.
Peter, they have to fight the onset of desperation and keep enough cool heads to still deliver.
Kane is on the end of some really unwanted attention.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee.
He's gone for it! Oh, that could cost them.
That was extremely good focus from the keeper, and it could turn out to be quite a significant moment.
Oh, shooting chance! Another chance! And the lead stays intact, just.
I think he rushed that. He had a bit more time than he realised. He could so easily have equalised there.
Valverde. Mbappe gets away from his opponents. That's good defending, very good defending.
Madrid are actually displaying tremendous fighting spirit. There's a real belief that they can still have a say.
Just a few more moments for them to hang on. Kimmich plays it out to the wing.
Yeah, it's safe to say that they just need to manage this to secure the win now.
Vinicius Junior, cut out in the nick of time. Forward it goes. It's a long pass, but not the most accurate. "90 minutes up, we're into stoppage time. Valverde. Vinicius Junior. It's a brilliant interception. Tries to stroke it through. He's picked him out. Trout hits one! Danger averted for now. And that is the last effort of the game. What a match, what a comeback. That is how to respond to adversity. Truly deserving winners. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, at the moment, Peter, if you want an outfit to win on the road, I'd pick this lot. Thoroughly professional and disciplined.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. So it's away we go then. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Of course, Manuel Neuer. He doesn't just dominate his area, Peter, he seems to control the whole of the defensive third. He's excellent at mopping up any balls that make it through that defensive line, and what's more, he can often turn those interceptions into lethal counter-attacks too.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. He's got away. Courtois gets rid without sophistication. Fran Garcia. Well, the ball's come loose and the chase is on. Goretzka. And it's got through. Oh, well defended, that had to be done. Goretzka needed to come up with a better ball. That's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. He gets the ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
Well, that's where he wants it. Cuts it out. Pass needed to be better than that, and he knows it. Looks to clip it forward. He's made sure that that won't get through. He acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
And he's cut it out. Has a goal! He's delivered all right! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, you know, sometimes it pays off not to think too much about things, just put your foot through it, and that was a good example. Great contact, and the keeper had very little chance.
Real chance! Oh, great save, real class.
Oh, that's a sparkling save, absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra-sharp.
And the shot! It's there! And they're at it again, in double quick time! Madrid take a 2-goal lead, and things should be comfortable from here on in.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
And the shot! stop from the keeper.
Ta is very sporting here to acknowledge the quality of the save. A lovely little footballing moment.
Massive leap! Oh, taken with style. Just one goal in it now. Game on! Great corner, and he did the rest.
Well, look, it's often the timing of the jump that dictates what you can do with any header, and if you get it slightly wrong, then you'll struggle, but that was beautifully met, it really was.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Listen, goals change games, and that has changed the whole complexion of this one. They have the momentum now.
Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior. Mbappe. That intervention was very necessary. And they've got it back as soon as they gave it away. Alexander-Arnold. Shapes to shoot. This could fall anywhere. He's looking to get there first. Deftly done.
Yeah, very careless, and I leave it at that. Madrid have pushed both fullbacks into quite advanced positions here.
Yeah, that's interesting. So what are they attempting to do?
Well, it's a bold attempt, in my opinion, to occupy the opposition in a way they're not expecting.
Regardless of the outcome, it is good to see someone running at the defence like that. Kane. Ball's loose, who's getting there? Finds himself eased off the ball. Oh, good, has a hit! It just took too long getting forward.
Well, the whole idea of a good breakaway is to leave the opposition struggling to get back, and they were just too slow.
Kimmich, he does have an assist to his name. And it's Goretzka. Kane. Well read, he sorted that out. Forward it goes. Has he found his man? Mbappe. Vinicius Junior. Gets himself into trouble and he's lost it. Tries to get it forward quickly. And that is as far as they're going to go. He's got through. Up to meet it! That's a half-decent try.
A more than decent attempt, Peter.
Vinicius Junior goes for goal! And he's there to make a great save.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
Gets the better of his man. Tries a shot! Really well taken goal. They have hauled themselves right back into it. Well, he was never going to miss from there. So much to aim at.
Well, it's pretty damning on the part of that defence, Peter, that he was allowed so much time and space. But I think you have to give credit where it's due, and it was a brilliant setup and finish.
This has become one superb game of football.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Goretzka puts it back. Davis. Played into the middle. And the keeper's in command. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. And it has been a pretty crazy game so far. The game played out in extraordinary fashion, and the scoreline underlines that. The midway point of the game.
Well, what an enjoyable first half. Just when you think a two-goal lead can be decisive, it's gone again, and I hope the goals keep coming.
Quite a half. More of the same, please. Score at the interval, 2-2. And the game has already resumed here. No reported change to either side during... Kane! He's done very well to get to that.
Well, you can't ask for much more than that. A difficult moment he simply had to deal with.
Loose ball, who's going to get there? Nicely measured pass. That has sent him sprawling. Rudiger is fouled. Oh, real danger here. Cut out in the nick of time. Hoists it forward. Shot a goal! And yes, it's there! And they've got their lead back. A pretty simple finish in the end. What do you think, Jim?
It's a simple game. A striker's job is to find the space as often as possible, and he did exactly that.
Madrid get themselves into the lead. Valverde. Mbappe. Oh, some tackle that. Good run, ultimately thwarted by an astute piece of defending. Crowd appreciates good football all round there. And he's there to cut it out.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
Well, this isn't the time to talk about risks now, Jim, is it? They just have to hurl everything at it and hope for a break.
Well, there's no two ways about it. This is what they have to do.
Good clearance and very necessary. And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card. Not a good throw at all, really. He's given away possession cheaply. And back to base. Madrid are leaving men forward, threatening to break.
Well, if they're not putting the work in by getting back, then...
Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. Well weighted. Heads it! Goal! So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Questions were asked, but he's given the answers. He's through the middle. Vinicius Junior, and he's... Big chance! They've done it! A two-goal cushion, and it's looking safe.
Well, that defence just wasn't expecting their midfield to mess up then, so when they did, they were caught completely cold by such a swift breakaway and such a well-worked finish too.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away.
Kane looking as though he's being given special treatment here. Treatment he could well do without.
Yeah, better communication and luck.
Hits one! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Well, there are a few pockets of space that are being exploited, and they need filling, and fast.
He's through. Mbappe beats the offside trap. That's gone a long way up and away. Played back in. And the ball is out of play. Vinicius Junior. Guerrero gets his foot in there. Good run down the left. What can they make of it? And it's played forward. Valverde. Ball through needs to be good here. Mbappe. We can get that clear. Madrid get it back again. Has a pop! It's off target and by quite a way.
Well, that's why we all say indecision is fatal.
Kane. Oh, that is us! He's had a go! Gnabry. There's a long ball. He's got options out wide. He's in space and looking for options. Vinicius Junior. Now it's Gnabry. Ceballos. It's a loose ball. It's Kane! Good hit, kept the keeper honest. So that's it. It is all over. Well, the players certainly gave it everything, but just didn't get the break. Terrific support, terrific effort, but the wrong outcome. And after all of that, Jim, what do you think?